Okay, fans of Mono Black, I've got a game for you. I'm playing Skithiryx, of course, and I'm up against Kevin the Flip. Kevin the Flip is playing Ezuri, Claw of Progress, this blue-green guy that's been showing up a great deal. Much more of a multiplayer general, I think, than a 1v1 general, but it does do crazy things from time to time, especially if you draw a fair amount of acceleration and start getting experience counters on turn 3 or so. And still fundamentally, though, you're just stacking counters on creatures and attacking with creatures, and it's kind of doing blue-greeny stuff without anything particularly degenerate. It strikes me as a very fair commander, and obviously not in the same league as the degenerate Edric. He's going first. I think it's good for fun decks, though. I have a very, very good draw here, really just missing a fetch land to make it insane. It contains Erebos, which is a card I added fairly recently to the deck. I think it's quite good. And it's a tutor target that you can get with Transmute on the Dimmer Honor Guard. I've got Skithiryx right there. Let's relegate those two guys to the side. He's going first. No turn 1 play. All right. Well, for the first time in probably history of games that I've recorded, my opponent does not have a degenerate artifact on turn 1, and I do, and I'm recording the game still, which may give you a little bit of a sense of what's coming. I'm going to play the Crucible here and hoping to just draw artifact removal from him if he's got it. Quite a few players would actually kill the Crucible over the Mana Crypt. Not the best players, but plenty of them would. Love having Contagion in my hand here too, if need be. Alright, Command Tower. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's Mana Crypt on his side, of course. And that allows him to get out Ezuri on turn 2. Just like I was saying, this guy, if you get him early with one of the mana artifacts, can really do some crazy things. And I can't kill him with Contagion, unfortunately, because he's got 3 health. So we're just going to have to really, really hope to top deck a land here, or it's going to be tough, actually. Fortunately, a Swamp arrives right on time. All right, well, I could play Erebos, but I don't think that that's going to be too helpful for the long game. I could Diabolic Tutor and get something like a fetch land, maybe. Probably, maybe Cabal Coffers actually might even be better. But for the time being, I decided I'm going to go Praetor's Grasp him, which will allow me to get his Soul Ring, which he almost certainly has in his deck. Constrains his ability to draw it and increases my mana by 2 more. I'm going to play that right now. Alright, Coiling Oracle. Revealing. I guess he got a Forest from that? No, Well-Wisher. Okay, so reveal the Well-Wisher. Beastmaster Ascension. Now, I'm not sure why you would use this card in a deck like this, mainly because if you've got that many creatures attacking already, you're probably already stacking zillions of counters on them with your general, so this is kind of a redundant effect, although I guess it is a really powerful, potent finisher if you are swarming quickly. Just going to throw 1 counter on that guy, but just another creature might be better than this. I'm going to take 3 from this guy. Alright, need another land. Come on, deck, deliver. Boom. Just like that. Alright, well, we can put our Skithiryx out. Give him haste. Chomp. 4 infect. So one thing about this Skithiryx deck is that the general is so lethal that even if your opponent gets all of his good stuff going on, I mean, his deck is definitely humming along here. Getting his general on turn 2, getting an experience counter, casting other stuff. Sometimes you just don't even care, and you can just eat their face with the dragon and ignore everything else they do. Yeah, okay, sure. Well-Wish. Gain some life. And Elvish Archdruid, which I would normally care a great deal about because it makes 4 mana right now, but he just doesn't have that kind of time, especially as I'm going to Contagion right now and kill off the Archdruid, which shrinks his team and constrains a lot of his mana next turn. Alright, well, I can do some naughty stuff if I just draw 1 more land here. I've asked that of my deck a bunch of times in a row. Let's see if it can deliver for the final time. Come on, deck. Mox Opal. That'll do. That'll do, deck. Diabolic Tutor. Into the Liliana. So gross. Well, you had some game going on there, Kevin the Flip. But unfortunately, you ran into the turn 2 clock. Or I should say, 2-turn clock. Courtesy of Skithiryx. And that's just something this deck does all the time. You get a fast mana draw, you get the general out. If they're not playing the right colors, it is game over really, really quickly, no matter what other kind of draw your opponent might get. Quick little cool game. little demonstration of Skithiryx's power, and more to come. See you soon.